Christmas without wrapping up in hats and scarves and gloves and embracing the winter months. And what better way to celebrate than steaming down to 7 Up Christmas on Ice. So tell us about the heritage of Elizabeth Fort.
Well, Elizabeth Fort was built in the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, around 1601-1602. It was used as a fortification of the city. At times, it was used to attack the city. It's got a tremendous amount of history. As you can see here today, the ramparts have been redeveloped lately thanks to the OPW and also thanks to the Cork City Council and to Minister Manstra, who has come down here to see the work and has encouraged us to put on events here. During the summer we had some really good reenactment days here, using reenactment soldiers, redcoats versus Fenians, black and tans versus IRA. And going back to the fort itself, the fort was always a British military fort, and until Collins's Barracks, which when it was built up on the north side of the city, which was Victoria Barracks, then the soldiers left from here to go there. In its history, many things happened here. One of them in the 1800s, women would have been deported from here to Tasmania, to Van Diemen's Land, to populate that country, which was short of females.
So tell us about the Gardaí's involvement in Elizabeth Fort.
Well, I suppose Elizabeth Fort is a national monument and one of the few in the country maybe to have a Garda station in the grounds. So as part of that, the Office of Public Works are going to build a visitor centre in here, and we hope to have hundreds of visitors here every year during the year, I suppose 1,000 visitors for that matter. So as part of that then they envisage using it as an event centre. So we want to, the ice rink will be one of our first major exhibitions to be in here, so we're hoping to be successful and have up to 30,000 people going through it. As part of the National Model Community Policing for the Garda Síochána to be involved in community events, and this would be maybe one of the first large events in the country to be produced under that model. And Garda Síochána as such had been in Barrack Street since 1922, and there's been a fort on the site here since 1602. This present fort here is the 5th version of a fort that's been in here. So it will be a major tourist attraction in Cork City once the Office of Public Works have completed the office in here for visitors. So we're hoping that will get underway shortly.
So I'm here with Ella and Kate, and Ella is on the board of Elizabeth Fort Heritage, but she's also involved with 7 Up Christmas on Ice. Tell us a bit about this.
Well, first thing, I'd like to invite everyone out there to come in to 7 Up Christmas on Ice Cork, Elizabeth Fort, Barrack Street, and enjoy the feature event of the festival season.
So tell us about the events that you have on offer here.
Well, what we'd like to invite is lots of families and groups. It's a great group event because you really get the sense of fun, and then you can pop in the cafe and warm up after.
Excellent. So you do, will you say, Christmas parties, group bookings? Tell us about this.
Especially for large groups, your corporate night out, or your student night out, or a family night out. And you can of course get a discounted rate when you do a group booking.
Excellent.
Birthday parties, decks on ice, it's something that, check the website, the 7 Up Christmas on Ice.
Tell us about decks on ice. What does that
decks
involve?
on ice, you have your local DJs to come out and you get to jiggle and wiggle to the local sounds whilst you ice skate.
So what kind of advice would you have for first-time skaters if they've never skated before and are coming down?
Well, be ready to have some fun.
Okay.
And don't be afraid. They're called bob skates, and they'll facilitate young skaters, and it allows you to be stabilized and to skate comfortably. So you can ask for the bob skates. Make sure you wear some warm clothes because it is a little bit chilly in there, but the cafe is nice and warm.
Excellent. So Kate, you have an offer for the viewers. Tell us about this.
Yeah, if you mention Channel South, come on down and just mention Channel South and we'll get you the family ticket that's 4 family members for the price of €35. Anytime this season ending January 10th.
Contact details for all the companies shown today are coming up shortly, and until then, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.